Hi everyone, I'm Jake Guzda. I am pleased to be joined this afternoon by Julianna Beaulieu, forward for the Utica women's soccer team as well as guard for the women's basketball team. So Julianna, what brought you to Utica?
I would definitely say my program. So I'm a psych child life major. Coming to the school, I just knew that the atmosphere was good. I knew that this is where I wanted to spend the next 4 years of my life. Everything was just super positive about this school and I loved it.
So when did you start playing soccer?
I started playing soccer when I was about 3.
And then when did you start playing basketball?
Same thing.
Same thing? So as you were growing up, was there one sport that you liked more than the other?
Honestly, no. They're kind of the same. It was a family bonding thing for me and my sisters. So my older sisters played basketball and soccer. So it was just we all kind of hung out together. So that was our thing.
Okay. So you are a junior this year, but this is your first year as a dual sport athlete playing soccer and basketball. So what inspired your decision to join the soccer team?
So not to get sappy, but in February my grandfather passed away and he was the reason why I started playing soccer to begin with. So I felt that the only way that I could show my love for him was to do something I know that we both love to do. So I took it upon myself to ask the coach if I could play soccer and then kind of just did it.
Wow, that's great. How have you had to balance being on 2 teams at once and how are you adjusting to it?
It's definitely a hard adjustment. Having to, the environments are totally different with both. But I would definitely say my time management skills have been better than ever. But now that basketball does start on Saturday, I have to make the effort to go to practices, no matter if it's a half an hour or an hour, if I can go to the full practice. But once soccer practice ends, I'm going right to the gym to go be with my basketball team.
Gotcha. So do you think that playing one sport helps your performance in the other?
Not really. Actually, no, it definitely does. I would say my endurance is definitely better than ever. So it'll definitely carry into basketball season, being able to play longer minutes and being able to run for as long as I want. And then I would definitely say footwork too. Being able to go back and forth and being able to control myself.
Okay. And you mentioned how you've had to make the sacrifice to kind of go to even bits and pieces of practices. Could you give me any other thoughts about how the balance is going to change once basketball season starts?
I think that I don't know. I think it'll just it'll kind of be the same. I've always my whole life is revolved around sports. It's not really a difference for me. I feel the busier I am, the more organized I am. But I think my time would just be a little bit loosened up when basketball season does start, and I'm just focused on one sport.
Okay. Also, will it be weird going from one season to the next, knowing that you will be around a whole different group of people than you have been for the past few months?
Not at all. Me and my basketball team hang out almost every weekend. I would definitely say I do a really good job of splitting the time of being with my soccer team, my basketball team, being able to build relationships in both teams.
Okay. And so to focus on soccer now, you are tied for second on the team in points with 10 and third on the team in goals with 3. How does it feel to come onto a new team and just have immediate success like that?
It's exciting. I didn't think that I would really be getting any playing time at all. Coming in as in the spring and just kind of jumping into everything. But my coach has done a really good job of encouraging me to knowing that I haven't played soccer in 2 years and just kind of going back into it. She's been both Brooke and Caroline have been a really big help with my confidence and even just messing up and kind of just going back into it. But I love it. It's exciting. And my team is so supportive, so it's really great to just be out there and kind of just do what I love to do.
Yeah, I mean it is really cool to see just everything click. I was on the first game against SUNY Poly where you scored 2 goals and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Just to come right onto a new team and just kill it like that.
Yeah, that definitely was a big confidence boost for me because it was I don't know, I was playing very scared because I was I haven't played a full game in 2 years. So it was really good. I just it was a good confidence booster for myself, so I liked it a lot.
All right, so the team right now is sitting at 3-6-3, but that doesn't really tell the whole story as 5 of the 6 losses have come by just 1 goal. With a stretch of crucial conference games coming up in the next couple of weeks, what can you guys do to turn those close losses into close wins going forward?
I would definitely say being able to play like full 90 minutes. Like don't let like a play like fall out. Like kind of like once you're on the field, like give everything you got. It's like doesn't matter if you're on the field for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, like full game. Like everyone just kind of like needs to be able to give it their all. But yeah, I would definitely just say being able to keep up, like no matter what. And like especially in the last like I'd say the last 20 minutes of a game is like the most crucial for like every team and like every game. And whoever can outperform another team, and like that time is who's going to be able to win games.
Yeah.
You just got to find the back of the net.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw that last night in the game against Fisher where you guys were down 2-1, but then you came right back and scored another one and ended up with the draw. So how did that game kind of change the tide and the trend that you've seen?
It's honestly just effort. Like we just got to dig down like deep in our hearts and like be able to like finish those games because like no one wants to lose.
Yeah.
Nobody likes losing.
Yeah.
So being able to come out with the tie was like a really good thing for us.
Yeah, okay. So that will do it for the interview. Thank you so much for taking the time with me to sit down. And best of luck on the rest of the soccer season and also a great start to the basketball season.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course.